and for last 1 years I have done work in the so many technologies in the open source world. Right? So yeah, tell me about yourself now.
I have done BTech in 2018 at SMS Institute of Technology, which was affiliated with Dr. Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow, in computer science and engineering, and I got 68% marks. And I have done my high school and intermediate exam from UP board, and I got 75 and 70% marks, which is respectively. And initially, I have started my career as a Java developer trainee 1 year. After that, I moved towards Mobileye Private Limited, and from here, I, uh, I have worked on Angular and AWS, and now I am 4.7 years of total experience and 3.7 in Angular. And apart from the other, I have also some exposure with Node around 1 year. I have done code operation and review the code in Node, and I have also deployed the project on EC2 and GoDaddy server, and I have worked with agile environment, creator dashboard, and uh, closely work with G5 team uh, on creator dashboard. This is the admin panel of EP app, and multi-level websites like g5.com, EP app, and creator dashboard, and the admin panel of creator dashboard. All the data are synced together, and I have integrated social sign-in and sync fusion graph library to compare between two graph, and Google Picker API integration to upload the
Comparing
videos. What?
uh, I didn't get what is the comparing the graph.
Comparing two graph data.
Okay. So graph data is generally into the JSON format. How will you compare this thing?
We can compare two graph and create the graph based on the comparison result.
Okay.
I have
Mm,
I have also done functionality like save as draft, bulk upload, bulk delete, and download CSV, upload CSV, and schedule for publishing. And this creator dashboard is only for invited user uh, of EP, and user can upload bulk video and schedule publish, schedule delete, uh, bulk delete also user can able to do this, and also apply for monetization content. This is the functionality, and in this project I have worked from scratch to end. And as an Angular developer, my responsibility HTML integration, functionality implementation, and template modification I have done. And I have closely worked with lazy loading, auth guard, and interceptor. Such kind of functionality I have used in our project.
okay.
That's all.
So how much experience do you have in Node.js?
Not
What-
just 1 year.
Okay. And you all this batch functionality you have done in Node.js or in Java?
Batch functionality
Like bulk video upload and
in Angular I have done.
so you haven't done the backend side of the how to upload the videos,
Uh,
right?
no, backend I have worked with CRUD operation and review the code of creator dashboard.
Okay, so you don't have the clue that like how video uploaded into the backend side, right?
Yes. In backend side, we are using Cassandra database to and separate VPN we are using to store the payment information.
No, no, I
Some
am not
signal
asking
is
the
I have.
payment information. I am asking, uh, so when you upload the videos, so where do you store those videos?
In backend side, it's stored in Cassandra database, and I don't have much knowledge in Cassandra how to access Cassandra DB and store the data.
Okay, okay, mm, okay. So, but when we store the data into Cassandra, there is some limitation. I think there is a size limit of the data blob. What do you know about that? What is the size limit of Cassandra data blob?
I don't know about the limit, but we are accepting the video around 20 MB maximum.
20 MB maximum. Okay, let's start with the Node.js ones. Actually, we are looking for Node.js and Angular and all those things only, right? AWS thing. So, do you have experience with the AWS as well?
Just AWS 1 year I have worked with peer to peer on the services like S3 bucket, Cognito, and EC2. I have used.
Okay.
I have
Okay, let's.
integrated DynamoDB API in our project.
Okay. Okay. So, we'll come on the AWS later. Let's start with the Node.js first. Okay. Uh, so, what is Node.js and how it works?
Node.js is a server-side programming language. It's based on JavaScript, and it use Express.js uh, and some we are using MongoDB Atlas to store the data.
That's fine, but and how it works?
It use package.json configuration file, and we are using command npm start. It will run our project by using node module libraries,
Okay. Do you know about
and it
uh,
follows MVC architecture or separate route controller and function.
okay. Okay. Do you know about what is middlewares?
Middleware is the services, some others other APIs. We can use other API that is already exist or something library.
Um, mm, okay. Do you know about callback hell?
No, I don't know about this.
Have you? Do you know about promises?
Oh yes, we are using Promise in our project.
For what can I? What type of work promises can do? Why we use promises actually?
Pending provides three state. Uh, it's provide three state: pending, resolve, and reject. And it's used for basically error handling uh, and it's always return some values if promise is resolved.
Promises used for error handling.
Yes, we are doing because there are three states: pending, resolve, and reject.
Um, do you know about event loop? Node.js.
No.
Okay. Do you know about uh, this thing? Oh, yeah, V8 engine. in
V8 is the browser engine, Chrome browser engine to
what is the
run the
use?
Java.
What, why we what why we use no V8 engine and where is it?
Yeah, it's present in the Chrome browser. It will use to execute the our JavaScript code.
And how Node.js code execute in backend?
Node.js follow JavaScript and it's also executed by AI engines like V8 or other engines supported by the other browser.
Okay. Uh, is Node.js single threaded or multi-threaded?
Node.js is a multi-threaded.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. Uh, you have worked in Java as well, right?
Yes.
So you worked in Java and Node.js. What is the differences you find? Like, why? What is the good thing in Node.js and what are the bad? Right? Go like you can say the pros and cons in Node.js when compared to Java.
In Java, we are using class for every component and pages, and that is also present in our Angular side. But Node doesn't contain classes; it contain and function and module.
Any other?
Uh, any other, I don't know.
Okay, what type of application we are creating in Node.js?
Node.js, we are creating RESTful APIs and
Okay, uh, just RESTful APIs.
uh, we are creating in our project just RESTful API.
Okay, do you know about child processes in Node.js?
No, I don't
Uh,
agree.
clustering Node.js.
No, I don't use this. We are
Mm,
creating cluster in our Atlas, MongoDB Atlas.
okay,
It will create.
so what it do?
Its work simply like a table.
What is the benefit of using cluster? Why we create cluster?
I don't know what is the use of cluster.
Okay. Okay, Node.js is synchronous or asynchronous?
Node.js JavaScript support both synchronous and asynchronous.
How? When it supports synchronous and when not?
Synchronous in the sense of one by one, line by line execution, and asynchronous we can use function or jump statement or any other.
That I understand. I'm
Okay.
saying when JavaScript uses synchronous programming and when asynchronous programming.
It's
There should be some cases, na? Like suppose if someone some programming language or something uses both, right? Synchronous and asynchronous. Then there should be some cases like in those cases it work as a synchronous and in that cases it work as a asynchronous. So I just want to know those cases.
No, I don't aware about this.
I just want to know the situation. In which situation it uses synchronous and asynchronous.
It's based on the requirement.
Like, what are the requirements? Okay, I'll give you the example. Suppose I want to print a number from 1 to 10,000, right?
Okay.
Then will this run asynchronously or asynchronously?
It's a iterable for loop using.
No, that's
And
fine. But this is a synchronous programming or asynchronous programming?
it's asynchronous.
Okay. And I am calling an API, right?
Yes.
For getting some data. So is this synchronous or asynchronous?
A simple API is a synchronous call.
Okay. Okay. How will you log your API's responses in Node.js?
We are using library Morgan.
Okay. 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 Mm, Morgan library you used for logging. Okay. Okay. Uh, is it possible to access DOM in Node.js?
In Node.js, we can pass the URL.
No, URL is fine. I am saying access DOM. DOM. You know about DOM? Document object document object module.
Yes, yes. It's a HTML UI where the
Yes.
website will be going to be visible.
Yeah. Can we use? Can we access in Node.js?
By using JavaScript, we can access, but Node it's not possible. I think because we are injecting API simply, and by using Node we can create HTML file and so on our DOM.
Mhm. Okay. Uh, okay. Just one thing. So, what is your code structure like? Backend code structure? How it looks like? How you segregate your everything like your core logic and your business logic and your core logic and your database and everything. How will you segregate?
It's based on the MVC architecture,
Hmm.
or module file controller and route file. There are three folder, and basically, and app.js is the main file.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you write in app.js?
App.js we are calling our routes.
Uh-huh. And how will you write the routes?
Is a middleware app.use.
Okay. Okay. So, so suppose I want to create a login API, right?
Yes.
So how you will do this in uh, Express or Node?
We are just we save the data login by and create a JWT token.
Suppose data is already saved. You just want to know, tell me the logic and route and everything into the in your project for login.
Logic and route and everything.
what logic you are writing for the login request, and how will you create route for it, and how will you call those? Can you explain?
I don't remember the code. We are initially creating three folder controller routes.
That's fine, but I just want to know how will you create a route for login? Just tell me the how will you create the route for the login?
We are using express framework app dot uh, express dot route. App is equal to express dot route
App is
function.
equal to express.route. Okay. Can you write to one line of code for the in chat?
mm, for what?
Yeah, in chat.
Node.
Yeah, Node.js.
Sure.
Can you share your screen?
Yes. From where I can share?
There is a button at the bottom. See, shares. There is three dots uh, in the bottom menu where you can screen share is the option there.
Three dot what is this? Screen share.
Are you sharing?
Yes.
Yeah, just open any editor into the browser like JS Fiddle or something. Mm, Here you can write. How will you create a route into that, like login route? Don't need to import. Just directly route, write the route.
Here we are using the login,
Okay.
and here we are using the controller name that was already exported.
Okay. So write it down. Okay. And can you let me know the what is the code in your uh, login router?
Uh,
Login controller. Sorry. Confirm password is required at the time of login.
Or we can validate,
Validate what?
password is match or not. But it's not mandatory to do in backend side because frontend already done this work.
Have you ever seen a login screen where you have to write confirm password?
Oh, sorry, login screen doesn't have confirm password.
What type of request is this? Is a post request or a get request?
Login is the post request.
Okay. So how will you read the data of the post request in Express?
We can use here post. We are calling the method function sign in, jwt sign in to authenticate the user.
Okay, fine. Just send me this piece of code over chat. Okay. Yeah, one more question related to output. I'm just sharing into the chat. Just give me a second. What is the output of this? Yeah, you can copy this and write into any editor or JSP. That's fine for me. So it's formatted. Yeah, you can write format. So you can understand.
1432.
Why?
Because we are using set timeout two times.
So,
It
but
will create
this set
delay.
timeout with zero, na?
It doesn't matter it's zero or not. It's set timeout, then it will halt the program and jump to next statement.
Okay. Just send me your reply to chat once, please. 1342, right?
One set timeout, two, three, four, 1432.
Okay. Yeah, I'm giving another problem. Um, yeah, yeah. Copy this from the chat and paste into the JS fiddle again. Yeah, remove the previous one. No issue.
It's written something like this.
Mm, okay. Yeah, send me into the chat. Yeah, you just copy the whole and send me to over the chat. Thank you. Okay, let's move to the some question to the Angular JS. Okay.
Okay.
Mm. What is the difference between promises and observers? Observables.
In Angular side, we are not using promise mostly, and Mostly we are using observable to call the API, and because it's observe the server by using observer and return to the our component if when it was found the data. And in observable also allow to execute next line of code while the server is processing the data and observer is observing to the server. And promise we can use promise. I already told you promise has three state: pending, resolved, reject. And we can create promise by using new promise constructor, uh, new keyword, and promise constructor or function.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. Okay, what is sanitization in Angular?
Or sanitization, I don't know.
Okay. What are HTTP interceptors?
Interceptor is used to intercept incoming and outgoing request. And we can modify the header by using interceptor. And we can apply all the we can apply token for all the incoming and outgoing request. It's recommended for outgoing request.
Okay. Do you know about router events in Angular?
Router event, we are using uh,
Okay. Uh, Fine. Let's ask a couple of questions from AWS and then we will wrap up. Okay. Do you know about what all services you use in AWS?
S3 bucket, EC2, and AWS Cognito.
Okay. How many type of buckets in AWS?
AWS is the single bucket, S3 bucket. It's provided.
Actually, there are some. Actually, there are storage classes in AWS. Do you know about that?
Uh, S3 is also the storage, not storage class. I don't know about storage class. We are just
Okay.
creating the bucket to store anything.
Okay. Okay. Can we create a bucket with the same name in different region? Are you getting
I
my question?
can't do like this because same name, different reason.
Yeah, I'm saying same name with different region, not in the same region, in different region. Like you are in uh, API South one, Asia South one, like Mumbai, and I am trying to something in Singapore, right? South Asia South two, right?
It can be happen, but user is based on the require based on the regions, but
No,
also it's
you can
different
switch
user.
the region if you log into the AWS panel. You can switch the region, right?
Yes, yes.
So my question is that, for example, in any region one, API South one, you created a bucket name with my bucket, okay,
Yes,
and
yes. I know.
now you switch the region API South two, and if you try to create the same name like my bucket again, is it possible or not?
I think it's not possible
Why?
because user is same.
Sorry.
User is same when we are switching the region. User is not different.
Okay.
Identity IAM user is the same.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. What is the advantages of EC2, AWS EC2? Why we use benefits of AWS EC2?
EC2 is a scalable and fast.
EC2 is not auto scalable. You have to scale it yourself. It's not auto scalable. Okay. What type of instance you are using of in EC2?
Or we need to create instance according to the requirement.
Yeah. So what is the size of your EC2 instance generally?
It's based on the requirement and developer seniority level.
Like you are creating an instance for development, like, okay,
Yes, yes.
then what type of instance you will create?
Just we can create a name with development and assign to the particular our services based on the requirement.
Mm, mhm. Mm, okay, fine, I'm good for now. uh, so do you have any question for me?
Nothing.
Okay, fine. Thanks, Rohit. mm, Bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.